Our next law of exponents is kind of a shortcut law. If I take the expression 3 to the fourth and cube that, now I have an exponent raised to another exponent, or a power to a power. So keep in mind that this cube here means that I'm taking whatever's inside this parentheses and multiplying it by itself 3 times. So this would be rewritten as 3 to the fourth times 3 to the fourth times 3 to the fourth. And notice all of our bases are the same, so that can stay as my base. And then when I'm multiplying things together, the exponents get added. So 4, 8, and 12. Now you might notice here that instead of going 4 plus 4 plus 4, I could have just taken these two exponents and multiplied them together, 4 times 3, to make my 12. The same thing would be true on an x. If I've got x to the fifth to the sixth, that means I'm really doing x to the fifth, 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 and x to the fifth. So yes, I could go 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5, which would be 30, or the shortcut, I could just do 5 times 6 and get 30. So this is our next law of exponents that we will put on your index card. That when you have a base to an exponent raised to another exponent, we can get the answer very quickly by keeping the base and multiplying the exponents. So let's flip your card over to the back. We'll do a few quick examples. X to the seventh raised to the fourth power is just going to be x to the 7 times 4, which would really be x to the 28th. Next one, x to the fifth to the negative third is going to equal x to the negative 15. And now we'll use our negative exponent law to say that this is going to be 1 over x to the positive 15th. And lastly, let's try to incorporate a whole bunch of our laws. 2 times x to the negative 2 to the 6th times x squared to the 7th. So let's simplify these parentheses here. I'll start from the back and come back towards the beginning. Here I've got a 2 raised to a 7, which will be x to the 14th. Here in the middle I've got an x to the negative 2 raised to the 6th, which will be x to the negative 12. And then I have a 2 as a coefficient out in the front. And now when we multiply those three terms together, I'll get a 2. My base is x, and when I add negative 12 and 14, I get positive 2.